up a YouTube channel is no longer the big problem, right? For a lot of creators like myself, the bigger problem has become getting subscribers and your watch hours fast. You know that for you to be able to get monetized, for you to be able to join the YouTube partnership program, you need to meet some requirements. And these requirements includes having 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours in 365 days, and or 3 million short views in the last 90 days. This is the first phase of getting monetization. This is not when you begin to get payments, right? You just have access to some features or some benefits that comes with that monetization. Now, but the bigger one is getting 1,000 subscribers and then getting 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days or 10 million short views in the last 90 days. I'm sure you understand and you know this. So for a lot of creators like myself, this has become one of the things that we find frustrating, we find discouraging. You're putting in effort and it seems like the watch hours is never accumulating. Now I have been able to practicalize or experiment with a lot of things, and when I get to see results, I go ahead to share them here on my channel. That is the reason why I'm making this video for you today. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can get watch hours fast using the playlist method. Just in case you don't know how to create a playlist, you're wondering how you can go about creating your playlist. You see this video link showing up here, click on it. It's going to direct you to the video I made where I explained in details how you can create a playlist. And if you're also wondering how then do I watch my playlist and I watch it properly, because there's a right way to watch a playlist. If you don't watch a playlist properly, you'll be doing it the wrong way and it will not count for you. This other video I made here, you can click on that link to watch that video and understand better how to watch a playlist properly. Now let's just get right into the details of today's video. Okay, so when I first came on YouTube, I know that I've had people, or I watched some creators who always we advise that you can create a playlist, share to your family and friends to watch the playlist. But I never really understood it until I began to experiment for myself and I got my own results. And this is what I'm going to be sharing with you in today's video. Now, this is the very first point. I'm going to be breaking it down in 7 different points, right? So the very first thing I need you to do for you to be able to gain watch time hours, at least you can even get at least 20 to 30 to 50 watch time hours daily watching your playlist. I have tried it and this is why I am sharing with you. Now, there are two things that you can do using this method. The first one is that you are going to watch the playlist yourself, and the second option is that you're going to share your playlist with your family and friends or people who you know will be willing to watch the playlist for you, or groups, groups. You can belong to different groups where you can share your playlist link. And I know this method works very well, but you need to understand how you can do it properly, because if you don't do it properly, you will end up spending your data, spending your time, putting in effort and not see results. I have been there before and I'm speaking from experience. So the first I'm going to say here is go ahead, if you're going to watch it by yourself, right? Go ahead and create different Gmail accounts, right? Different Gmail accounts. You can do 3, 4, 5 extra, or even up to 10. Some people have 20. You are not doing anything wrong if you create multiple Gmail accounts. You are not doing anything wrong. Just ensure that you verify the accounts properly so they don't get hijacked by scammers online, right? Ensure that you verify your account properly when you create them. Now go ahead and create multiple accounts. Let's stick with 5 for now. Let's stick with 5 different Gmail accounts. These accounts are different from the ones you are posting with. The one you're posting with is the main account. That is your YouTube channel. This is the one you're posting with. This one you're going to be creating now. You are going to be using them to watch your playlist. So that's the very first thing I needed to do. Now, the second thing I need to do after creating those Gmail accounts is to go in and log them on your either your second phone or on your laptop. If you don't have a second phone but you have a laptop, then it works just fine. In fact, that's even better, right? Because you'll be able to play them simultaneously. But if you have a second phone, then yes, go ahead and log in those accounts that you have created on that second phone. please and please ensure that you avoid logging in your main account. When I mean your main account, I'm referring to the one that you are using to make your post, you are using to do your own YouTube journey. Don't log it into that phone. Just log the new accounts that you have created into the second phone, and avoid using your main phone to log into any of those accounts. Do you get? So now I've mentioned the first one, create new Gmail account. The second one, go in and log them into your second phone or log them into your laptop. Now, after you have done that, the next thing that I need you to do is to ensure that you either have a MiFi that you'll be using for your internet for your what's it called your internet provider, or you get a different SIM different from the one you are using. The reason why I'm advising this is that the IP address can be different. When the IP address is the same, YouTube will flag the watch time as abnormal behavior, right? They will flag that account or flag your watch time as an abnormal behavior, and they will go ahead and suppress it. So you end up seeing that you get today you check your analytics and you're seeing your watch time hours. By the next day you come back, it is no longer there. It is because they identified the IP address as the same, and they don't want to know if it's your friend that helped you watch or anybody. They just see it as the same, and that can be flagged, right? So mention like I already mentioned, the third thing I need to do, ensure that you have a separate SIM, right? It's easy to get SIM cards these days. You can get MTN, Airtel, any one of the network is strong in your area. But preferably, you should have a MiFi. If you can afford to get a MiFi. That MiFi can serve as the network provider for your both phones. Now, the next thing I need you to pay attention to, avoid using the hotspot from your own main phone to share with the second phone when you are watching your playlist. Why am I saying you should avoid it? Like I already mentioned, it's still the same IP address. If you must use the same hotspot, if you must use the same hotspot, like use your hotspot on your main phone to hotspot the second phone. If you must do that, then you need to download VPN on the second phone. So when you have downloaded VPN on your second phone, whenever you want to watch a playlist or watch your videos using those other accounts, you go on and turn on the VPN first. I recommend Proton VPN. That's the one I'm using for my second phone. Proton VPN. Go ahead and download Proton VPN and always turn it on whenever I want to watch a playlist using the second phone. Now, the fifth thing I need you to pay attention to is when you are done doing all of this, the next thing I need you to do now is to create your playlist on your main account. Go ahead and segment your watch your videos. Let's say you have 30 videos and maybe a baker, and as a baker you have videos where you talk, maybe 5 videos where you talk about a particular method on how to bake meat pie. Go ahead and put those in one playlist rather. If maybe you have another you have like 3 to 4 videos where you talk about how you can bake moi moi or do moi moi, right? Go ahead and put that in another playlist. If probably you are into how to like myself, go ahead and also I just create different playlists. That's the point I'm trying to make. You can go ahead and just segment your videos into 4 or 5 different playlists. This is going to help you to rotate the playlist when you begin to watch them. This is the fifth thing I've mentioned, right? And the sixth thing I need you to do is when you begin to watch, remember this is when you are watching by yourself. When you begin to watch, right? When you begin to watch, if for instance you are watching the very first playlist with the very first account you created, when that playlist is done, give it 2 to 3 hours interval, right? And then go ahead and switch over to the second account and watch another playlist. You are just going to be rotating it. And I even went ahead to use my phone. I created a spreadsheet, right? A Microsoft Word spreadsheet on my phone with which I used to tick the one that I have watched with, so I don't repeat it. So I don't go ahead and repeat it. The reason why I'm avoiding it is you know that you're the one watching it, right? And you don't want YouTube for any reason to flag that watch hour as an abnormal behavior or a repeated behavior. You don't want them to spot that it's the same person that's watching again and again and again. You don't want them assuming that you are the one, even though you are the one, right? So just go ahead and rotate how you watch the playlist using different accounts. Give it some time, like interval, 1 hour interval, 2 hours interval. This way, you'll be able to accumulate good watch time hours, and it's going to be able to count for you. The seventh thing I'm going to be mentioning here is when you are watching your playlist, don't do these two things. The first one, do not watch on 0.25 and do not watch with the volume muted. If you do this, YouTube is going to get the signal that you are when you do this, YouTube can spot this as an abnormal behavior as well and still go ahead to suppress your watch time hours. I am speaking from experience. I know that before now, people will always say watch on 0.25. But I've tried it and I saw that that is still not legit. The best thing to do is to watch on the normal speed. Watch on the normal speed, which is one time, right? On the normal speed. And just ensure that your playlist is long enough. Let me assume that you have 30 videos. And this is another reason why it's advisable that you spend more time creating long form content and live streams, right? Do live stream as often as you can and spend time creating long form content because the longer the videos, the better the playlist. If you are going to be, I wouldn't say don't even include short at all, and that's because short time, the work time from short does not really, does not contribute to the valid work time hours, and it's really small. So why not just focus on getting long form content and live streams and create a playlist with them that you can go ahead and watch. I'm really hoping that you understand. I'm really hoping that you understand the point I am trying to make. Now, let's talk about the second method where I said you can get your friends and family to help you watch a playlist. What you can do here is at night, let's assume you are in a house that your siblings live with you, your father and your mother live with you. One thing that you can go ahead and do is while they are asleep in the night, probably from around 12, 1, you can go on to just do small YouTube line data on their phones so that you can use their own network to watch your playlist. Like watch your playlist using their own phones with their own network. This way, YouTube is not going to be flagging it as an abnormal behavior. It's going to be suppressed. It will be counted for you. If you have the MiFi, like I already mentioned, you can also go ahead and use the MiFi, right, to connect their phones and go ahead and watch your playlist. Better still, if they don't have VPN on their phones, also turn on their VPNs. So the location is showing different locations for every phone, right? Another thing I can do as regards this second option is you can get a group, right? Have a group of where you have your loyal and trusted friends, right? Or maybe you have creators as well who are interested. You can come up and form a group, and in that group, you can be a group of 10. So you can get a group where like minds or creators like yourself that are trying to get your watch hours. You can come together and form a group. And when you do that, you can just go ahead and create a playlist, probably 6 hours long playlist, right? 6 hours, I mean, from the hours of 12 to 6 a.m. when you are sure that you are still sleeping or everybody's still sleeping. 6 hour long playlist and just share on the group and encourage them to watch. You can also invest in watching the playlist of your colleagues. This is not sub for sub. I'm not asking you to go and do sub for sub. Remember, YouTube frowns at sub for sub. Avoid it like you can avoid any other thing. I'm really hoping that you get the point. All right, with all of this being said, look at my analytics. Look at my analytics. September just started, and I began to practice some of the things I said. And as you can see, between the 1st of September and the 2nd of September, I was able to get 57 watch time hours just by watching my playlist. If I take it down to the source, you will see that it is on the playlist. I used my system actually. And the good thing about using your system is the fact that you can open multiple channels. You can open multiple, you can log in all your, the five accounts that you have on the system and just go ahead and use it to play your playlist in the night. You can play all of them at once and it will still count for you. This is my proof. That is all I have to say today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to encourage you that you shouldn't give up. This is the Umba month, right? And this is the period where YouTube go ahead to push small creators. Imagine you keep going and before the end of the year you get monetized. Imagine how much you're going to be rejoicing for your time and effort you have spent here. Don't give up yet. That you're not seeing the result does not mean it will not come. Just go ahead and keep investing, keep trusting, and keep pushing. Sooner than you expect, you will get your desired result. Thank you so much. If you want to know more about how to, navigate your stay here on YouTube. This playlist showing up here can help guide you. And if you like to know how to create a playlist, or you want to know how to watch your playlist correctly, this one showing down here is the one you should click. See you in my next video. Bye for now.